Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Centennial Conference Corner. My name is Amber Thomas, and today I am joined by Anya, a member of the Johns Hopkins women's tennis team. How's your summer going, Anya?
It's going really well, Amber. How's yours going?
It's going well. I heard
Good.
you have some fun things planned this summer, getting some work done.
Yes, we are moving in my household. I'm part of a research lab at the Malaria Institute at Johns Hopkins. So I'm encouraging all our new members to get involved with the dengue research that we're doing. I'm part of a fire department in Arlington. So I'm getting a lot of really cool training, hands-on experience there. And I am part of the NCAA and Centennial Conference SAC. So we are getting moving and getting ready for that upcoming school year and all the season's important events and legislation that's coming to mind and engaging in those important discussions.
Yeah, so I heard you also been busy and you do some work in Sri Lanka, which I thought was amazing, doing some internships with their oncology unit, a program called From Child to Child, which helps educate underprivileged children and orphans. How did you start your work there?
So I am a dual citizen of the US and Sri Lanka, and I have very close familial ties, and I'm very embracive of my culture and my heritage there. So a lot of people don't know, but Sri Lanka was actually involved in a 32-year-long civil war that left the country a little bit shattered, and we are in the process of rebuilding. It's been a little over 10 years now that the war has been over. So now I shifted my vision from just experiencing the war to helping those who can really benefit from there. So this program From Child to Child actually helps those orphanages in Sri Lanka that have orphans who were victims of the war, who had unfortunate casualties in their families, and they weren't being able to take care of them, or for some other reason. So I got involved there when I was about 9 years old because I was really looking for a way to engage with my culture and get to know people who were my age at the time. And what better to know than these children who were more than willing to play cricket with me, more than willing to show me all the different foods that they were learning how to cook. And it was a really great experience. And from that moment on, it's been a little bit over now, 10 years that I've just been going back and always helping those orphanages and conducting different vaccination programs for them, teaching them all the benefits of hygiene and medical history and importance for dental care and all of that stuff. That ties into my passion for wanting to investigate the field of medicine even more. Sri Lanka is ravaged by this mosquito-borne illness called dengue, and it's one of my vicious passions to get to the bottom of what exactly this disease is and how we can combat it with a head first initiative and an attitude that says, no, we are relentless and we're resilient and we're going to combat this illness and this disease and figure out a solution. And what better way than to educate the future as opposed to those who are already in the field, they have a stance on it, they already know, but it's not about us. It's about the next generation continuing that powerful research.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that you're also taking your passions to the National SAC, where you are one of our National SAC representatives. What has your experience been like, and what does your position entail?
So National SAC is such a privilege to be a part of, and I have had the honor of having this opportunity to represent the Centennial Conference. We are a body of a very diverse selection of student athletes who are engaged and committed to progressing the National SAC and its initiatives on federal, local, communal levels. And what that entails is representing our views of our conference, bringing those perspectives to the national level where the NCAA is hearing our voices, being that representation for the student athletes of this region in particular, and sharing what it not only means to me, but what it means to every student athlete within the Centennial and Landmark conferences, and how we can better our legislation and our initiatives based on what we would like to see as progress. So it's been really great to hear those different perspectives and different opinions from different people from all over the country. And even some international students, they bring in some really cool perspectives that we haven't had the privilege of hearing yet. So it's really wonderful to hear so many diverse voices that are all looking to further such an important initiative.
I know you all are wrapping up your July National SAC meeting. Are there any initiatives or things you're looking forward to this school year?
Absolutely. So we just wrapped up those Special Olympics events that we had this year, and that only means planning for the next year, right? And how we can better what we've already done. So that's always something to look forward to. And on top of that, we know that there's a bunch of legislation that's coming out on the federal level and being discussed on statewide levels as well. So it's just about how we can handle that legislation as it comes and how we can promote the NCAA and the Centennial Conference's views of inclusivity, diversity, encouraging student athlete participation from all walks of life, and that if you can play and that if you're eligible to play, you should play. And you have worked hard for your position on whatever sports team that you're on, and we would love to see your representation in our championships. So it's just about how to handle those as they come.
What has been your favorite part of SAC, whether it's working with your campus SAC or now the national?
I think it's just the different voices that I hear, so many different people, and not only at Johns Hopkins, where I hear about 200 voices in our SAC, but it's when we bring that to the Centennial Conference, that's only a few more representations of another 200 students at each institution that's represented in Centennial Conference. Then we carry that to the NCAA, and then there's 50 more institutions and 50 more conferences that are represented. And it's really wonderful to hear all these different perspectives because they provoke and prompt further thought on cases that you wouldn't have thought of in the first place. And I think that just satisfies my need for curiosity, and it just, like I said, prompts more questions, prompts more discovery, and just engages in those further conversations that need to happen sometimes.
Absolutely. So before we let you go, we always have to get to know you just a little bit better. And I found out that you not only sing, but you also play instruments. So I have to know, what is your favorite song to either sing or play?
Okay, that's a great question. So I am part of an a cappella group at Hopkins, and it was an amazing experience. It's been such a wild ride, and I can't believe I'm going to wrap up my final year with them there. But I have to say, one of my favorite songs to perform was definitely Dancing Queen by Mamma Mia. We did that for our 25th anniversary concert. You can find that on YouTube if you wish. And while it was chaotic in the moment, because we're all having really a lot of fun and getting into it. And sometimes the notes aren't hitting just where they need to be, but it was just such a great atmosphere and the crowd loved it. And when the crowd gets into it, it just prompts that further spunk in your performance.
Yeah. So the Olympics is coming up, fingers crossed. What is your favorite event to watch?
Oh, wow. My favorite event to watch. I would have to say actually track and field, because there are just so many different events that are going on, and sometimes they're happening at the same time, and you're trying to keep an eye. Oh my gosh, there's a javelin getting thrown over there, and then there's sprinting over there, and it's just, there's so much going on, and I admire how much those athletes are able to commit to what they're doing in the moment, not get distracted by what's happening around them. You're performing on the biggest stage, arguably the biggest stage, and it's just wonderful to see so many dreams become realities. And it's always an amazing time watching relays, javelin, shot put, discus. It's great. I really have an admiration for those track and field athletes.
Yeah. So do you like pizza?
I do like pizza.
What is your favorite pizza topping?
Ooh, favorite pizza topping. That's a really great question. Can I pick all of them?
No, you can't pick all of them. We'll give you like 3.
Okay. Three is good. I'm just so classic. I love those margarita pizzas with just the beautiful cheese and the beautiful mozzarella sauce and the basil that complements it so well. And I'm just a big fan of that. So if anyone wants to get me a margarita pizza for those who are watching, please do.
And before we let you go, we have to know summer book recommendations, or what podcasts are you listening to right now?
I love books. I love books.
Yeah.
So I will definitely give you a great book recommendation. It's called Black Ice, I believe, by Rebecca Taylor. I believe that that is the author's name, but it's a great mystery if you enjoy that kind of thing about like maybe getting lost in the woods and then things just not being what they expect, what you expect them to be. And if you want your jaw to be dropping every 10 or so minutes, then this is the book for you.
Okay, well, I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah.
Thanks, Anya, for joining us. Everyone, you can catch a new episode of the Centennial Conference Corner each and every week at Centennial Conf on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.